week 24, right? Is that right? I didn't. Usually I rename these. Yeah, week 24. We got week 24 in the house. Some Scuzzle and Cow Magic. A deck that I feel gets repeated constantly. And maybe it's just Scuzzle and Cows that get repeated in other decks, but I feel like it's this deck because it's the one with Gunslinger, and there's Regen and Fireball. And I'm pretty sure I remember the Dark Angel because it's always like it's the cow play, you know, like can you Dark Angel the cows and Fireball. So a big thing this week is if your cows are level 7, you're at just a bit of an advantage with the DSR because if you Lightning Bolt or if you hit cows with a Fireball and they're level 7, they don't fully die. So you can DSR or you can DAR them really easily. Also, I think the same's true for like Stand of Many Moons, kind of leaves them at half health as well. So if you're using Stand of Many Moons against the cows this week, it might be better to try to like wait on it until it like kills them. So then maybe you can prevent them. Sorry, maybe you can prevent them from getting value from the DSR or from the DAR if they try it mid. Like right there, level 5, they get wiped out. That must have been base level 5 too. That was a terrible play on his part. But obviously the Gunslinger and the cows is incredibly effective. Incredibly effective, and the regen comes through, keeping Sam alive. And the cows are alive as well. Don't really have to Fireball the Gunslinger, but we could have. Oops. Whoops. These weeks, if you have the levels, you should typically win. But it is possible you get really screwed. Maybe if you have a bad hand, maybe you don't have any tanks to defend, maybe you don't have anything, and then they can get like, they get cows dar on you and they get a Scuzzle and the Scuzzle hits your cows and stuff. It can be pretty sketch at times. But a good player is typically gonna be able to know like, okay, I'm gonna give them 1 bar and take 3 afterwards, stuff like that, you know? So most of the time it's about managing like that. It's about managing, and this is what I was talking about. See, easy DAR there. So he wastes 5 energy basically. And now I have the 2 cows that were gonna take the bar anyway because of the amount of health they had left. Julio De La Cruz, I feel like we played this guy twice. The regen comes out. He played his regen. That was weird. He played regen right before me there. Michael Tankow. All right, we have. So this week, countering the tank to the tank is fine. Also, assassin opposite side is a little bit harder with Scuzzlebutt because Scuzzlebutt's got a huge aggro range. I put him out so that you can take out them. This is pretty good. Jerome, welcome in, by the way. Not a bad Fireball, but if it doesn't, like if a Fireball doesn't kill your unit this week, it's basically a waste because likely they're gonna get regened. So if your Fireball for the future, if your Fireball isn't level, look at that Ike play. If your Fireball isn't level 6, it probably isn't even worth playing it most of the time. The rats come out. We couldn't keep the Archangel alive, but we did keep the Scout alive. And we kept him alive with the regen through 2 hits because while they're in the air, they don't take the damage and they can regen past the health. It's pretty crazy, actually. Pretty crazy. All right. Yeah, see, it's Julio De La Cruz. Was it Julio De La Cruz 8? It's gotta be the same guy, right? Can't remember. This is the second time we played him, though, I believe. Som lead I don't think is bad because it kind of counters the cows a little bit. Medusa I didn't think was a terrible play because if you got Medusa on the Scuzzlebutt, it's game over. This is okay here. It's gonna stun me. Gonna wait. I was gonna wait until he played like an assassin or something next to him and then I was gonna Fireball it, but ended up not working great. I played that to hopefully get a lot of damage from the Stampede, and I did end up getting a ton of damage from the Stampede onto the Medusa, which ended up working out great there. The heal, though, on the Medusa prevents that, but that cow wasn't getting hit by anything, so the Dar becomes very easy. And then the Fireball, very, very brutal Fireball there. And did you see? Let's roll back the tape on this one. Look at how long this gunslinger survived, because it was a level 3 Murph. 221. 20 seconds later, he's still killing him. Gunslinger was just brutally holding on there. That was crazy. That poor SOB. Yeah, imagine losing 2 of your matches to me, man. Oh, that would suck. You wait. Chin Pokemon, cool team though. You wait until Sunday night hoping to match nobody, and you get me, the Reaper. I'm the Reaper of waiters. If you wait till late Sunday night, you get fucked. In the booty. Especially if you don't have levels, man. At least come at me with levels. Get yourself on a team. Alright, separate that. I don't hate that. Gunslinger would be alright there too, but Gunslinger would potentially just get fireballed by some dummy. And I wanted to do something cool. Not even trying to use his ability is smart, but the slow and the stun basically make Sam worthless. Like, look at this. He doesn't, like... It's like 5 Murph attacks to 1 Sam attack, and it still takes him forever to kill him, even though he's level 3. Pretty crazy. But that's good there. We could... He probably just stops playing here. Yeah, he just quits playing. Skip ahead. We jack him up with those cows, though, baby. Should we put cows as the thumbnail this week? All right, we got South Park Rick, who I was thinking was Tiny Rick, but it's not Tiny Rick. And even if he's a decent player, he's not on a good team, and he won't have the levels, but we'll see. Ooh, the Santa. This could be interesting. I don't think Santa was the choice, but there is potential value to be had from the Santa. Let's see how poorly he plays the ability here. Fireball there, that was interesting. I would say he would play the Sam and use the ability and then jack me up. Oh, I smack the Scout up with the Sam so the Scout doesn't assassin step me. Absolutely brutal play there. Brutal play there. Well played on me by holding that Sam until he played a unit. Play this again. Pretty good play there, but can we get the Sam to stay alive? Yes. Once I noticed that the Dar wasn't attacking the Sam, I used that regen to keep the Sam alive. Well played, well played. Don't know why you would want the Santa twice. And 1 to grow on. Yikes. Yikes. All right, we got Mobster Boy 24. Canada guys, Canada dry. You could have used Scout. I could have used Scout on the bottom side there. But yeah, I don't mind the tanks versus tanks here, and he's just laying it. He's playing into me like this. It doesn't really work necessarily. Like, he could get a bar here, yes. And I was gonna play the rats with the gunslinger, so I'm kind of annoyed that he did that. But now I don't have to worry about fireball here in a group, so I can really group up. But I'm definitely very annoyed that I didn't get to get a sick gunslinger rats combo off. Like, that's my main frustration. Because I don't think I got a good gunslinger rat combo off. Oh, and we kill the rats just in time, so he doesn't get a super rat. And look at that, the Scout goes upward and takes out his Scout. I've said this before, but the difference between Scout levels can be really impactful. We get this, and like I said before, you kind of want to wipe him out so he can't dar him. But the cows, but the Scout Ike, if he's even leveled, will attack him and then leave a little bit of health. But if you're 1 higher level, you'll kill him without taking damage. And it's just so brutal. The impact, and then if they meet each other, and like, even if you don't assassin step them, your Scout will just kill his Scout. without taking damage. It's pretty brutal. It's pretty brutal. We got Shaggy Vocabulary. Interesting name. Interesting. Som versus Murph. Murph was your counter Som play. If they ever played Som, you pretty much wanted to play the Murph against it. Inkin versus the cows here. Pretty nice. I didn't hit the Som, which is kind of annoying, but not too worrisome. He uses that ability, and now he'll be stuck in limbo. I don't want to use the ability until I can use it to rush to New Kid, impact him, and then start getting Gunslinger on that. Not gonna work. Not a bad play though, but I played the rats right when he was gonna die to the tower. Kind of a mistake on my part. I wasn't thinking about that, but the Murph switches to the scout and gets one hit with the Gunslinger on the scout, so that actually worked quite well. Worked quite well. We get the fireball. I only used that because I knew it would kill the level 2 Medusa. Otherwise, I would not have done that. I've talked about this before, but I definitely played differently based on the levels, because obviously that would have been a bad fireball if it wouldn't have killed the Medusa. But since I knew it was going to kill the Medusa, I knew it was a good play. Honestly, didn't even have to worry about those guys up there. They were going to take an hour to kill anybody, but we got the Bradley tanking and the scout with his little curls. And he left, so took an hour. And this is why I had to quit playing on my computer, because every time somebody quit like that on my computer, it would crash my computer for some reason, or at least the OBS would crash, or the stream, or the BlueStacks would crash, or something would crash every time. It was crazy. It just like threw my machine for a loop. Pablo Poseidon. Scuzzlebutt versus Murph. You'd kind of want him to play the Murph into your New Kid, and then you just kind of slow play from there, and you should be good. Gunslinger, you want to play him, but you don't want to play him too far up so that the Murph can get to him. But this will work as well. Kind of slowly play it just in case he wants to move something there. Don't hate this. Fireball here could be pretty good for him though, so we got to be a little bit worried here. We do see that level 7 scout, which is not something we were expecting, but we got to wait for potentially a good fireball here. Yes, we play it. We get... Somehow, we hit the smuggler Sally there, or whatever she is. What is she? Sally? Bandita Sally? Somehow, we hit the Sally there. I literally don't even know how that happened. But the Inkin there does clean me up. How there's a level 7 scout, but a level 3 Inkin? I mean, I guess it's a common card, but it's just kind of odd. Kind of odd to see that, but we're just trying to slow play here. Can we get... Here we go, I like this. Scuzzle getting it on all 3 cows. Oh no. Oh no. That is absolutely brutal. Yikes, and he doesn't get his cows, he gets Inkin. Yikes. 7G, more like 11 Gs. 15 Gs. All right, we got 7 Gs, 22. Scout Ike lead here, potentially against his, possibly Scuzzlebutt. Decided to do that fast. Maybe he'll miss because he's so far forward. No, he does turn around on us. Not a big deal, because in my opinion, he didn't have to play. I don't think he had to play those. I think Scuzzle was going to interrupt him. But we're just going to go ahead and tank it up here. We don't trust it right there. Those rats could have absolutely tore into me there, so play him. Get some extra damage out there. New Kid coming. Doesn't really matter if Gunslinger dies there, as long as Archangel stays alive and he didn't kill... or I got one Gunslinger off before he died, so like, you know, not the worst thing in the world. Not the worst thing in the world. Can we take down the Scuzzlebutt? Oh no, we pushed him away, but look at this. Bradley retargeted, Medusa did not, which means that was an incredible play. That was an incredible play on my part. Pushing that Murph out there. Oh my lord, that was just incredible. pushing the Murph, making the Scuzzlebutt disappear, retargeting everybody so only the Medusa targeted the Scuzzlebutt so that we could take out the Scuzzlebutt. I mean, that was an absolute thing of beauty there. An absolute thing of beauty. He's got nothing, no Dar midline, so we should be good here. Our level 3 Medusa taking out the Scuzzlebutt and absolutely finishing the matchup for us. And the regen, which was just an absolutely win more condition. Really tough to come back from a push when they could regen that bad boy back up. All right, we got the Dread Soldier. Pretty cool name. Does he play well? Pretty cool outfit. Long white hair, little hat. Not bad, not bad. He's an OG. He's got that OG box. Like your mama. Get it? Watch this kill here. Watch this kill here. So no Scuzzle on the Psalm. And then we absolutely wipe him out. I don't know why he didn't try to play something there. He must have had something to play there, right? But maybe not. Plays his Incan, my Incan survives. Probably would have been a... I didn't even need it, actually. I was thinking it'd be a good regen there, but we didn't even need it. And look at that. Oh no, the Incan die into that one rat. Sad. Sad. This is what I was talking about, though. You can't trust a couple rats. They'll mess you up, man. Level 6 cows. If it was level 7 cows, I probably wouldn't have used Fireball on them. I would have waited for them to take some damage and then used it. Maybe. I don't know. Would have kind of depend on what he played, maybe. Archangel's taking the hits here. Murph's gonna go right to New Kid. Slow damage. Then this is, once again, I overestimated how quickly, or underestimated how quickly the Murph was gonna take the bar. And those rats were wasted. I wanted the rats to eat up his Murph, obviously. Good here, we pause him. Didn't even need our Ike necessarily. But he comes around the backside of Dread Soldier, and that Murph loses his tower with still a third of his health left. That's always sad. We got Bob Wonderdog from Shitty Bad Team. That's a pretty sweet name. That's a pretty sweet name. Kind of a cool outfit, although I've always hated it when the beard didn't match the hair. What's up with that? Maybe that's what he looks like in real life. Ugh. All right, Scout might kill that guy. Scout Mike 2-shot him. 3-shot? New Kid takes him out? Oh boy. Oh boy. Oh boy, that's brutal. That is brutal. We kind of want him to attack us and then hit him with that rat swarm. Now we've got the Psalm though, so we gotta wait for the Psalm before we play the rats. I like this. And just again, I'm not gonna be able to get the rat swarm combo off with the gunslinger because this son of a bitch fireballed my gunslinger for some weird reason. We're just gonna hold it here. We're not worried about the Psalm because he's not gonna be able to get that ability off because he's slow and frozen. Terrible combo. All right, he's got that level 3 Archangel. He probably should have played that in the back corner and then maybe get a tank out in front. But that's not gonna happen. Cows come out again. I think he played something. Did he play something else with him? Did you see that? Doesn't it seem like he played 2 things? I don't see another thing though. And I don't see another death animation. So I don't know. That was just a weird glitch. It sure seemed like he played 2 things though, didn't it? Ew, ew. Pow. Nice. Nice. Not bad. Beep, beep, beep. All right. Great hung. Great hung. Great hung? Is that about his pee-pee? All right, see, this is me kind of experimenting with this versus the Scuzzle. I'd say the one tank it doesn't work against is the Scuzzle. Because it looks like everybody played cards. I wish nobody would have played a card. I needed to see if Scuzzlebutt did intercept the Scout or not. I think he was going to, but there is a chance that Scout still hits New Kid there. And that's why they played cards, obviously, because they weren't sure either. But it would have been real nice to know what happened there. We got level 6. Somehow I missed the Angel there, so that was kind of annoying. But we get some incredible damage here. Just absolutely light him up. How the Angel doesn't die, I don't really understand that, I'll be honest. Little confused on that. So potential value from him here, honestly. Fireball can't deal with him, so we get double Angels on us twice, but the Angel heal is not going to beat the absolute value. I mean, he played the Santa right there. He played the Santa right where he played the Psalm out after the double Angel and got the Psalm. So that was a good play there, but maybe if they were max level cards, but unfortunately that Gunslinger value he allowed me to get is just too much. Oh, I didn't even have to do that. Scout was going down either way. We're in good shape here though. I don't think the Medusa's gonna help him. There we go. That's what I like to see. Ton of damage on that bar already. What happened there? What happened here? Oh. Inkin's attack must have been like right at the end and hit like half of the bar. That's crazy. That's crazy. All right, I think this might be the last match. Necrobellic. Necrobellic. Like Nico Bellic, but Necrobellic? Who's Nico Bellic? Who's Nico Bellic? Why do I know that name? Nico Bellic. How do I know that name? Nico Bellic. Is that Prison Break? No, what is that? Nico Bellic. Oh, is that the guy? Is that the guy from Grand Theft Auto 4? I think that's the guy from Grand Theft Auto 4. I think it's Nico and what's his cousin named Roman. Use that Psalm Blast, damn it. Use that Psalm Blast, damn it. I'm over here thinking like, what the hell is he doing? Now look at these boys. Look at these bad boys. Look at these bad boys. Boom, boom, boom. Boom, boom, boom. God, those rats just absolutely ate. Those rats just ate. Did he play his scout up there? Okay, it would have been better for me to counter his scout with mine, but I can't tell where his scout's on my Scuzzle, so we're in good shape here once I get this Psalm off, which I might not get it off. Uh-oh, this is trouble. This is trouble. I gotta get it off. Oh, we got one off. Ooh, this is trouble too. That Angel still living, learning, loving. Will our Archangel gets onto New Kid. He made a mistake not putting that guy right in front of New Kid. He's gonna run into us on New Kid here. Nothing we can do. Now we just have to try to prevent losing the next bar. I don't know what he's slow playing there for. We got to take these guys out. I don't think I could have hit the Psalm. We do get the Angel even with the Scuzzlebutt boost. That's incredible. Will the Murph can retarget here, but will he wait and then get the Inkin? No, he doesn't wait and get the Inkin. Fireball here wouldn't be terrible, but I don't like the slow. The Psalm Blast is going to take a while to come out. The Inkin is still alive. Can he get the next bar? No, he doesn't. We're going to reset here. Oh, and he thinks of the same thing. But was he trying to... No, that would have been what he was trying to do. I don't know why you would play that into that. A little bit of an odd play there, but hopefully Gunslinger survives here. Might have made a bit of a mistake. No, we're okay. We're okay. And then New Kid gets hit by the Murph. Yes, the huge hit on Murph. We got to keep him at bay, push him back. Don't let him get the second hit. That one cow, though, surviving and getting the value done. But the regen after the fireball means those cows aren't taking no for an answer. So we had at least one decent matchup today, boys. I appreciate you guys stopping by for the quick and dirty Team Wars. I'm not feeling very well today, so we're not going to keep going tonight. Got to get that sleep. But if you're watching this tomorrow, I should be feeling better, and we'll stream Tuesday night as per usual. I will be gone Thursday, Friday, or Wednesday, Thursday, but that doesn't impact you guys at all. And we will hopefully see you guys on the stream Friday night or Saturday afternoon. All right, everybody. Peace out. And hopefully you guys did well on Team Wars, just like I did. All right, bye. Bye.